Whether it's weapon XP, battle pass XP, or even just normal XP, we all know how brutal the grind is here on Cold War Zombies, but thanks to a very unreasonably long live stream, I was able to reveal the best methods and strategies for earning XP fast here on Cold War Zombies. There's 3 types of XP to earn here in Cold War, the first being player XP, second being weapon XP, and the last is battle pass XP. All 3 have different methods of being earned, but first we'll start with the traditional player XP. The big question you all want to know is outbreak or round based? I've put hours of playtime into both modes, and I can safely say that outbreak is somewhat decent for XP, but if you want the fastest overall method, go to round based maps like D Machine. There's far too much downtime in outbreak. You're just running around the map, trying to get kills, completing objectives, doing events, but this all takes just too much time. Whereas with D Machine, you're pretty much always in the action, going through rounds, earning medals, killing bosses. So let's talk about all of the ways to actually obtain XP, which, spoiler alert, there's a ton of them. You can get XP from all of the following sources: kills, medals, challenges, surviving rounds, exfils, match bonuses, weapon levels, XP tokens, PS4 squad boosts, objectives and events, and last but certainly not least, double XP events. I'll try to get through this as quickly as I can, but just know that you should 100% be going out of your way to earn all of these things I just listed. If you have friends that play on PS4, squad up and get that boost. If you have weapons that need leveled up, use them. Complete the seasonal challenges, operator challenges, camo challenges, etc. You should always end your games with an exfil if possible, and at the very least, never exit your game. Make sure you either exfil or die in the match so you can get the match bonus. When playing round-based, try to survive lots of rounds for the 250 XP bonus. It may not sound like much, but every 20 rounds with 250 XP, that will add up to about 5,000 XP in total. When you play Outbreak, make sure you go around the map, complete every event you can locate, and most importantly, grind medals. Medals can be earned for things as simple as getting 5 rapid kills, 10 kills in a ring of fire, or even just killing megatons. Each one always gives out XP, but not that much. In fact, it's actually pretty rare to find a medal that gives out more than 100 XP in total, if even that. But that's not a problem, because let's say you earn 50 slaughter medals, which each one's worth about 25 XP, you'll end up with an extra 1250 XP. And that's just one example, not to mention you're going to earn way more than 50 of those medals in one game, on top of all of the other easy medals you'll be racking up alongside of that. When I tell you that you can get medals for just about anything in this game, I'm not joking. There's a medal for getting 5 rapid critical kills, 5 rapid die weapon kills, 3 rapid kills using any piece of equipment, and many, many more. The best medal you can earn, though, is the Extermination medal. To earn it, get 25 rapid kills, which is a lot easier than you might think, and it's worth about 250 XP and is by far the best medal to earn in this entire game. Try to focus all of your energy into getting this one as often as possible. What I like to do is I build up a full horde and then I just wipe the whole thing out. You'll always get an Extermination medal for this, and it's very easy to do with equipment, and rings of fire, and wonder weapons, obviously. Medals are so easy to earn, so try to get as many of them as you can. You'll greatly improve your overall XP totals. Oh, and by the way, the medal XP has nothing to do with the XP for the kill. That's right, you still get the base XP just from the normal kill, comboed with the medal. So there's literally no reason not to go for medals, it's just free XP. Feel free to pop a double XP token if you want to, and keep in mind you can actually activate multiple double XP tokens at once to expand the time limit. They definitely help. And while we're on that topic, I might as well throw this in there. Make sure you grind a lot when Treyarch decides to turn on double XP. And that just about covers everything you need to know on how to gain fast player XP. Although there actually is one final thing to mention. It's kind of odd, and I just recently discovered this, but in round-based maps, it seems that you don't earn as much XP on the late rounds, at least in the Season 5 update. I don't know much about it, but I can safely say that once I get past round 40, I notice the XP rate starts fluctuating, and it gets harder to level up on those higher rounds. So my recommendation for you would be this: play D Machine while racking up lots of Extermination medals, get to rounds 30 or even 35, then exfil and rinse and repeat. And as long as you load in with the Ring of Fire, you really don't even need to get the Wonder Weapon to survive. So just use anything you want want. But anyways, that seems to be the fastest method for earning XP here in Season 5 Zombies. Now that we've covered the player XP, let's quickly go over the weapon XP. Cold War Zombies is so weird when it comes to giving out weapon XP. I still don't even fully understand it yet, but I can tell you this for a fact. Leveling up weapons in solo round-based is just completely pointless. Like seriously, don't even bother. You'd have to end your game at round 15 every time because of how bad weapon XP is in solo. But if you're playing Outbreak on the other hand, well, that's a totally different story. In fact, I've taken weapons from level 1 all the way to 33 in one match of solo Outbreak. How I do this is simple, but tedious. Basically, I spawn into the map, I run around and get kills. And that's it. Just get a ton of kills in Outbreak. When I say get kills, I mean I literally kill every single zombie I can find on the entire map. You don't have to do that, although I would really recommend it, even though it takes a while. And when you finish up with a map, go ahead and warp to the next world and do it all over again. As long as you keep upgrading your weapons, you should be able to consistently kill zombies all the way up to like level 5 or even 6 or 7. And when you notice your weapons no longer easily killing zombies, that's when you should prepare for the exfil. Also, a side note, don't buy elemental upgrades or elemental pop. The only upgrade you should get is cryo freeze. Other than that, don't use elemental upgrades. The reason for this is because all of the upgrades take your weapons kills, like Brain Rot, Shatter Blast. It's just annoying to deal with. But other than that though, feel free to use any equipment, streaks, field upgrades, whatever you need. And just like I mentioned before, double weapon XP tokens do exist, so make sure you pop them out whenever you're trying to breeze through weapons levels. And of course, grind Outbreak a ton on double weapon XP events. Again, one more odd quirk to leave off with is that on round-based maps, even though solo is horrible for weapon XP, if you play co-op, you actually earn a lot more. In fact, you could level up a weapon all the way to round 50 if you're on co-op, but only co-op. So if you really want to rank up weapons in round-based, that's how you do it. Just get another teammate in there. The final thing to cover now is the Battle Pass XP, which thankfully this can be earned at a good rate on either round-based or Outbreak, depending on your preference. Battle Pass XP is earned through one thing only: playtime. The longer your matches take, the more Battle Pass XP you'll earn. So all you have to do now is figure out whether you'd last longer in Outbreak or round-based. This really is up to you to decide, but I can easily say that Outbreak is the best place for me to get lots of Battle Pass XP. The reason for this is because I run all over the map hunting down every loot crate, every event, every zombie, and it takes forever to do this, which is exactly why it's so good for leveling the Battle Pass up. Usually when I play Outbreak and do this, I get to level 6, maybe 7, which equates to about 5 Battle Pass tiers, give or take. That might sound bad, but 5 tiers in one game is actually quite a lot for a pass structured like this, considering each tier takes almost an hour to complete. Now, when I play round-based, D-Machine to be specific, I almost always go to at least round 51 and then exfil. And depending on how fast I get there, I could end the game with anywhere from 2 to 3 tiers for my pass, which isn't horrible, but obviously to get more, you'd either need to survive for a lot longer or just take a super long time to get there, which I'd imagine most people would be kind of turned off to that idea. For the record, anytime I reach 100 plus on D-Machine, especially when I'm training and not camping, I do get around 5 to 6 tiers on my pass, so that totally is a viable method if you can pull it off. I just think Outbreak is much easier and more efficient than that. And don't get me wrong, Outbreak is a pretty boring mode most of the time, I totally agree. And believe me, I would never recommend someone to waste their time on a boring mode unless I was positive that there's a lot to be gained from it. And in this case, there is a lot to be gained from grinding Outbreak, so definitely consider it. And just like I said previously, you can use double Battle Pass XP tokens, although they're rare, to rank up the remainder of your pass if you're on a time crunch. You also can use tier skips to take small chunks out of your pass as well. You get a tier skip for every 50 levels you get in a season, even if you're already Prestige Master. With all of the info we've gathered when it comes to XP gain, there are a few methods that can be done to grind quickly. However, the most efficient ways to maximize your XP gains are these. If you want to get the most player XP and Battle Pass XP, go for high rounds on D-Machine. If you want to get the most Battle Pass XP and Weapon XP, grind Outbreak until levels 3 to 7. And if you want to get all 3 at the same time, play for high rounds on Outbreak solo, or play for high rounds on D-Machine co-op. Keep in mind, if you want Battle Pass XP, you need lots of playtime and a match. If you're playing for high rounds and you're using a strategy that accelerates you through the rounds quickly, you won't get much Battle Pass XP. Make sure you're using a training strat. Also remember, you're unable to earn much Weapon XP on solo matches and round-based, so if you want Weapon XP on D-Machine, you gotta play co-op. And most importantly, player XP can be earned from everything, but your main source is going to come from medals, mainly extermination medals, so be sure to earn those as often as possible. And those are the best methods for earning all of the XP types here in Cold War Season 5. Hopefully this didn't bore you too much, and even more importantly, I hope this actually helped you guys out. Whether you're playing D Machine or Outbreak, solo or co-op, I guarantee that there's at least one method here that will significantly improve your XP gains in every way possible. So with that being said, I wish you all good luck on your grinds. I hope you enjoyed these methods, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.